As an entrepreneur, whether social or business, try always to take a longer term view. Take a longer term view. There is a story told about either the founder of Toyota or Honda. I cannot remember which, but this man ran a small business making bicycles. In the early 20th century, one day he saw for the first time an American car being driven by a wealthy businessman. Rushing back to his little bicycle workshop, he gathered his small workforce and declared, "Before the end of this new century, we shall be one of the largest car manufacturers in the world." And of course, by the end of the 20th century, the Japanese car companies dominated the global car industry. Toyota, for instance, was the largest in the world. I have told you this story to show you an interesting leadership principle. The need to take a long-term view is whatever you are trying to build. It will teach you how to practice one of the key leadership qualities of true success: humility, and by it, modesty. As an entrepreneur, whether social or business, try always to take a long-term view. Sometimes success comes very quickly as you start your venture. If it's business, you might find yourself making a lot of money just after a few months or even years of starting. This might encourage you to start spending money on your own needs or trying to show people around you how well you are doing. This is not wise. Personally, I have always taken a long-term view whenever I start something. I have shown you in previous posts how to take a methodical, well-calculated approach, how to develop a business plan. The need to find good people to work with you. The need to put everything back into the enterprise. When you have a long-term view, you will realize that it is a long journey you have started. Don't take money out of the business. Don't expand recklessly. Don't try and show off with a big house and expensive tastes. Steady as she goes. This is one of the reasons the Bible stresses the importance of humility as an important quality of good success. Modesty, which comes from humility, will make you very successful if you embrace it fully in your approach. I never traveled business or first class in the first 10 years I was in business. I would travel to London, economy from Harare to London, or even in New York. If someone asked, I would say I needed the money to build our business. I lived in a rented apartment for years, even though I could afford to buy a house for cash. When I finally decided to build a house, I went into a modest neighborhood, bought a plot and built it myself using second-hand building materials. One day I was at the village and my uncle pulled me aside. "My nephew, I understand from some people that you have a lot of money." I told them it's not true. Look how he lives. He has no Mercedes-Benz and he does not have a farm. What kind of rich man is that? We both had a good long laugh. There is nothing wrong with a big house and a fancy car or anything else, but do not buy them by advertising resources that should be going into building up your enterprise or organization. Your business should not exist simply to give you a lavish lifestyle. This conspicuous consumption has prevented many good entrepreneurs from realizing their potential and building businesses that will contribute to the long-term well-being of their nations and our continent.